It's time for Let's Talk with Tara. Tara is a counseling coach who addresses real issues that plague many women today. Issues like church hurt, disappointment, anxiety, depression, and many more. You will be inspired, educated, and empowered on how to receive the help and healing needed to move forward. If you have real issues, then Tara has real solutions. Let's talk with Tara.
Hi guys, it is Truth Tuesday and I am Tara T. Stallings, counselor, life coach. So listen, I know I usually come on Wisdom Wednesday. This is Breast Cancer Month and I just want to talk about my truth. These are my truth and also the truth. So often we live our lives, and especially in this society, we want to keep it 100. But what I found out with working with people and talking with people and helping people, and just in my different lines of professions, that most people don't want the truth. They want a truth that's conducive to their situation. Let me share my story. This year, I am a 19-year stage 3, 4C breast cancer survivor. Because of that, it led my journey of seeking the truth, because there's a difference in the truth and a truth. Maybe about 8-9 months before I was diagnosed, I started on a journey to finding the truth. So often I found out in life, we are so busy chasing questions when we already have the answer. The answer is present, but we just don't pursue the answer. We pursue everything else. Because the Word of God tells me, and it tells you if you read it, that we're drawn away by our own lust. The devil doesn't do it. He doesn't make us do anything. We're drawn away by our own lustful worldly desires. Let me just say that. I want to talk to you about the difference between the truth and a truth. Listen to me. It's a difference in the truth. God is the truth, the way, and the light. He is. And a truth. Our perception, our distortion of what the truth is. You have to pursue the truth. Even though it's there, you have to pursue the truth. The Bible is the truth. That's your reference point. That's your reference point. But I chased after and listened to what other people gave me of a perception of a distortion of what the truth said, and gave it to me as a truth. I was taught, as long as you pay your dues, you're a member of the church, you get baptized, guess what? You got your burial plot in the back, you good. That's your ticket into heaven. That's your ticket. That's not what that's not what my Bible tells me. It doesn't say long as get baptized, make sure I got a burial plot, I pay my dues, which is tithes, that I'm good. You can kind of live your life whatever kind of way you want to live your life. So I did. And then when you sin, the excuse was, well, God knows your heart. He does know your heart. Because now remember, in all lies, there is a truth. There is a truth that God does know your heart. But it says he knows that the heart is what? Wicked above all things. And who can know it? So he says, I got to give you a new heart. I got to replace that stony heart, that rebellious heart, that worldly heart, for a heart of flesh that he can reside in, that he can mold, that he can shape, that will beat for him and his ways. We talk about Truth Tuesday, and my subtitle is, Can You Handle the Truth? So many people that say they are Christians, they love God, believers, but their lifestyle, their language is so far from what they say they believe. Their lifestyle and their language is so far from what they say they believe. You have to present yourself, your body, as a living sacrifice, holy and set apart for Him. It's not just about going to church on Sunday, about paying your tithes, about being a good person, because good people go to hell every day and bad people go to heaven. It's a heart issue. Yeah. So we have to really look at this thing when we talk about the truth and a truth. There is a difference. We live in a world that right is wrong and wrong is right. And if you say the right thing, you are persecuted, because now the right thing is a hate crime, or the right thing is not showing love, or it's being ungodly, or you judging me. Listen. The truth always stands. Whether you try to twist it, flip it, turn it to make it fit your situation, at the end of the day, the truth, the way, the truth, and the light, it will always stand. His ways, His principles, His way of living. Truth is a lifestyle. It's not a set of religious rituals. It's a lifestyle. My favorite motto, my motto that I have for myself is, to my own self be true. Now, I started out, I'm a 19-year breast cancer survivor, and it started me on my journey before that on finding myself, to my own self, to be true. Your own self. It starts with you. It doesn't start with your mom, your dad, your cousin, those people that hurt you, your co-worker. It doesn't start with anybody except you. You have to look into yourself and peel away all those things that have attached themselves to you and cause you to live in a false reality. A false reality. I see people that say some stuff, and I'm looking at their life, I'm like, no, I don't think so. No, you better check that back over again. They're connected to certain things and certain people, and their lifestyle does not reflect the truth. It may reflect a truth, because remember now, it's a difference in the truth and a truth. And so often we're chasing behind a question when the answer is there. We can't handle the truth. When someone comes and tells you the truth, you get offended. You get standoffish. You get defensive, because you can't handle the truth, because the truth is not lining up with a truth that you want to become your reality. Because one thing I found about the truth, and this is Truth Tuesday, when the truth shows up, it's not going to feel good, it's not going to look good, and it's going to provoke you to change. I don't care what it is. It could be in your spiritual walk. It could be in your relationship. It can be in your attitude. It could be in those past hurts that you have not dealt with. But when the truth shows up, most people don't want it. They want a truth that's going to be conducive to their narrative or their reality. But in all actuality, guess what? The truth pushes you, it provokes you to change. And most people want change, they don't want to change. Let me say that. They want change, they want to see the results, but they don't want to change. And that lies the problem. We live in a false reality of truth. And when you have people that share the truth, or you hear the truth, you reject it. I learned at a very young age, reliable people, those people in your life that some of those people that you look up to that's so reliable and so credible, guess what? They live in a lie. Their truth, they're living in a truth and not the truth. So sometimes you have to check those people, those reliable, those credible sources, because they're not credible. They're not credible. People give you information from their perspective and their experiences. You find very few people that tell you the truth. Very few people that tell you the truth. And it's very few people that are ready to receive the truth. They want a truth. Remember this. Take that information that you get from the truth and change your life, and stop chasing questions when the answer is already there. Start chasing the answer and stop chasing the question. The question is everything that makes you feel good for your situation. The truth is what's going to be your deliverance, going to be your open door, be your path of success and sanctity in life. It's going to be the truth, and it's not going to be comfortable for a while, because guess what? We're so used to living in a lie. When the truth show up, it offends us. It hurts us. We want to dismiss it. Life hasn't changed. The truth hasn't changed. People's perception of the truth has changed. Don't allow their truth to become your reality and you live a life that's a lie. This is Tara Stallings, counselor, life coach.
You have been listening to Let's Talk with Tara. We hope you've enjoyed this show. Remember, if you have real issues, then Tara has real solutions. Thanks for stopping by. See you next week.